Hello and welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. Well, there are still some budget problems in the city of Placentia where there are simply more paychecks going out than there is revenue coming in. The mayor's here now to talk about that, among other things. Mayor Scott Nelson, thank you very much for being here.
It's always a pleasure to see you.
Well, the economy is starting to turn around, but Placentia is still having a little bit of budget problems. Placentia is different in that it's more of a bedroom community, not as much revenue coming in, and still a lot of financial responsibilities.
You're exactly correct, Leslie. And I think, as you know, when we've talked before, we've actually dug ourselves out of a big hole the last few years. But you're exactly correct. Department of Finance has come in for the state of California, said sales tax revenues are going to be down. Even though real estate prices are increasing, we're about 2 years out on the curve till we start getting more property taxes. Unfortunately, our bills don't go away, and costs do increase. Employee cost, benefits, pensions constantly increase, and we continually have to contribute to those. So right now we've got an issue where we don't have enough money coming in versus what we're paying out.
How short are you?
This year, about $1 million to $1.5 million. If it continues the way it is without additional revenue coming in, we'd be at about a $3 million structural deficit per year in about 5 years.
We see other cities filing for bankruptcy. What about you?
You do. We won't.
Why?
We won't. We've worked too hard to get out of this.
What are some of the solutions that you could do? I mean, $3 million and time going on and not really having that much more revenue until the property tax catches up with you.
Well, and you're exactly correct, but I think that people recognize, especially our citizens, that we've always been a very proactive council and staff. And right now we have every department head going through every department. They're also looking at a long-term fiscal plan for 5 years to see what they can cut or what they can't cut. We are obviously a council that doesn't want to increase fees, taxes, or revenues. Fees or taxes to create revenue. But we are committed to providing the same amount of service and not seeing anybody see anything change within the city.
So are you talking about outsourcing?
We could outsource. We have an idea right now where we may regionalize part of the police departments, join in the other neighboring cities, and create a central dispatch center and evidence center. Could potentially be a savings of up to about $1 million per year per city. That's a big city. That is a big savings.
Just some of the things that you're thinking about. Meantime, there is some development at the Metrolink station and a potential development that could bring some revenue in the future to the area. Describe what this project is about.
Well, we've always talked about the downtown area being the economic engine of Placentia, because you're correct, Placentia is a bedroom community and we like to preserve that ambiance. But there are opportunities around the city where we can create commercial and retail development, which will bring in retail sales tax revenue. But as you know, we do have a Metrolink station that is scheduled to go in. We have had a very large developer come in and he's very interested in putting transit-oriented development, housing, 2 parking structures, buying some additional land and creating more retail there. So we've got a phenomenal opportunity right now, and hopefully we can get this done within the next few months.
So you're talking about housing where you could live and possibly hop on the Metrolink train, take it into LA, be there in 20 minutes.
We look at the millennials, and these are kids coming out of Chapman, Cal State, Fullerton, the local colleges. They want to work up in LA. They can live, play, shop in Placentia, hop on the Metrolink station, go up to LA and work, come on home and do the same thing.
Okay, and then in the last 20 seconds, some improvements to the bridges. So you have Kramer and Placentia.
Kramer and Placentia almost done, 4 or 5 months. They will be starting on Orangethorpe Avenue and Rose Avenue. And just to let everybody know, Orangethorpe Avenue, 100 straight days of pile driving. So we'll let you know who to complain to if something like that bothers you.
It's the opposite, pay now, buy later.
Exactly.
Right? Thanks for being here, Scott Nelson, and thank you for joining us. I'm Leslie Leyton.